Hey now, take a step outside and seize that.
Greetings, fellow earth travelers. Oblix here, and today I want to take just a second to talk with you about the Breda Rand. How y'all doing today? So guys, as you can see, not much to this piece. It's very simple, but the simplicity is what makes it attractive. It reminds me a lot of German Bauhaus design. And that's just a fancy German word that means simple. You know, it has much more connotation to that, but that's the simple answer to what it is. And it's about function over form. Don't put a whole bunch of extra nonsense on there that's not needed. Keep it simple. A good example of that would be this brawn right here. And the model number is just ridiculous, so I'm not going to go over into the model number. But this brawn is a great example of German Bauhaus design. Designed in Germany, following the Bauhaus philosophy. You know, very simplistic dial, very easy to read. Not a whole bunch of extraneous stuff to it. So you can see, a lot of that carries forward here in this Breda, which is one of the reasons I actually really like it. Very easy to read. Even those black hands on the gray dial are very easy to read because there's not a lot of extra stuff there to get in the way. And of course the white second hand, the white indices, the bar indices, you can just pick them up just like that. The Breda logo, it looks very clean, very attractive. Now we do have a black case, I'm assuming that's PVD. It's kind of a satin. Not quite flat, but it is a bit of a satin color. I believe they call it gunmetal on Breda's site, but it's black. The crown is not branded, so you're full stealth there, but the buckle is branded with a small Breda logo. Alright, get you zoomed in. Let's take a closer look here. Again, that really simplistic design, really digging that. You can see from this angle here, the dial is sunk down into the case farther than it needs to be for that set of hands. I think that really lends some character to the piece. When you're looking on it, you get these nice crescent shadows here on the edge, but they don't hinder you being able to acquire the time, because the white bars stick out far enough that they come out past the shadow in most cases. Even here, at a fairly extreme angle to the light, you can still see, you see that crescent shadow, but those bars are still popping out past there. Really makes acquisition easy. The black hands, at first I thought would be a little bit challenging to read. They're not. That flat gray black background really showcases those black hands, and they're such a nice long reach, they really just pop. So acquisition's super easy. Time acquisition is super easy on this piece. So let's take a look at the lugs, because they're a little interesting. Most of the time the lug just attached directly to the case, and this part is basically part of the case and it's just round. On this piece though, they've brought some steel out this direction so that it ends up being a little more flat right here on both sides. And that just adds a little bit of character to it, I think. When you look at it from the side, you get to see these what look like shorter lugs, but it still adds, because it's kicked out from the case a little bit more, you still have plenty of room between the spring bar and the case to run other straps through here that you might want to run. And you get these nice angles on the lugs right here, which I think adds some nice character to it. Usually they're rounded off, but I really like that kind of faceted look. The leather is pretty good. It's genuine leather. It's got a nice feel to it. You do have Breda branded buckle right there. If I can catch it in the light, there you go. And hardware, matched buckle as well. You got a captive first keeper, free float second, God's intended way. And you got some additional stitching here right near the case on both sides. It is not contrasted though. I think it would look funny if it was. You maybe could get away with white, because we have used white as an accent color throughout the piece. Now, one thing about the strap, it does have a tendency to wrinkle up on you, as you see right here. If you're someone that likes it to stay just like this side over here, then this may not be the strap for you if you like the piece. By the piece, replace the strap, because it is going to wrinkle up on you down here. Especially right where, wherever it's going to bend. In this particular case, that's where, it bends for the buckle. Alright, so let's get this on wrist. Wrist check today. I am wearing the Benris Infantry. Cool little quartz piece. Really nice leather strap. And I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there's a really cool textured dial in there. Might be a little hard to see. Cool case back as well. So let's get this Breda Rand on. You'll see there's where the wrinkles happen, right where I'm going to cinch this down. And there you go. Definitely some wrist presence. So there is no loom on this guy. So no loom shot for you. It's not a Night Warrior. Where do I see it fitting in? I think it's more of a casual piece. I think, blue jeans and a polo, maybe taking the kids to gymnastics on a Saturday morning, that kind of thing, where you're out just casually doing things, but you don't want to dress down, but you don't want, you don't need to throw on your big heavy G-Shock either. You're just going to go cruising around town doing stuff. I think this would be a great piece, for that purpose. Could you get away with it as a light dress piece? Sure. Could you pull it off in the office? Absolutely. Especially, you have the right suit, it would definitely go with it. But I do think that's going to do it as we took a look at the Breda Rand. I sure do appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me, as always, and until next time, you guys, y'all right there, get out there, make some noise. See ya.
It goes